Okay, great. So I've got this kick and snare going right here. So I want to bring some more drums in. Before I do, I want to probably hear the bass line, because the bass drum and the bass line are in the same frequency, generally somewhere around there, and they'll be the only ones in that frequency unless I've got some really other sounds that are deep, like maybe an 808 kick drum, so, or a sub bass. So here, I'll bring the bass line in, and I want to unmute this and hear how it sounds with the track. Or clip there, and the bass itself, bass line. Okay, it's going to work. Now, if you do have a problem, what you should do is probably go to your EQ and sort of solve it. But you see right here, as you can see, I see this EQ here, and I pull up the EQ for the bass, for the kick drum. We can see we're not going to clash. It's important to see that here also. Look at your EQs, make sure you don't have a clash where, for example, I don't want to have it on the same frequency here as my low mid frequency where I'm boosting here at 72 hertz. I don't want to do that, okay? I want to make sure, like, so here, I see in the bass line, I'm generally boosting just 223.2 hertz right there. You can see the difference? So there'll be no problem. That's important. Make sure there's no problem between the bass line and the kick drum. Then I normally just bring all the drums in. Get an idea where I'm going to send these drums in the mix. We'll do that next. So the bass line works, and I've got most of these drums up now, and I want to talk about these hi-hats. So I've got hi-hats here. Let me mute these other sounds I have going on there, and I want to hear these hi-hats back. So for the hi-hats here, I've got this 60-note vibrato going on here. For the first one there. You really can't hear it, right? And I've got this EQ, then this frequency. So what I want to do here, I just want to put that in front to give this feel of this sound a little bit. And then I've got the EQ next, which is the one band. And then we've got this other part here, which is old school feel right here for this high. So I take this out. See the difference now? That's without it. And I'll bypass here. And bypass here. So here's the difference now. And the reason why I did add these plugins in here was to make it easier. I can just click on the plugin and press my command key. Now it's giving the feel I want to have it at. That sounds cool for me. So I use some plugins there to pretty much change this sound, as you can hear. And my original sound was this. I wanted to be in pitch. It's important to make your drums in pitch when you are trying to get something going on. So I bring the snare drum in. Sort of in pitch with that now. And the reason why I did that too is because I have another drum right here, this sound, which is another hi-hat. I wanted to sort of have it sound a little bit like the one that's over here. So I want to have a little bit like that. So this hi-hat is a compressor there first. So what I want to do here is I wanted to just compress the sound first and then see what I had, and then I want to just EQ it. And add some of the same frequency stuff right here, this old school feel right there in that plugin. Which you can see this plugin has this old school preset in there, which I barely changed actually, and it's resaved it. And then I bring back the rest of my drums, and my snare and the hi-hat are in pitch, and the other hi-hats in pitch too. And I get this feel now that's a drum set, not just these different sounds that are there just to give it a feel. So I want to make sure I have one sound together. And I have an open hi-hat here. Just want to EQ that one here, as you can see there. And I've got a little shaker here. Little tambourine.